What's up, world? Lee here with Sticks, Strings, and Other Things, my teeny tiny itty bitty little corner of the internet where I come to you every other week to chit chat with you about all of the crafty things that I have been getting my hands on to. Today is August 9. This will be going up on August 10, 2022, and this is episode 44. I have a note. Let me reach for it, in fact. I have a note so that I remember little details like that, because I don't always. Anyhow, I'm coming to you from the Pacific Northwest where something glorious has happened today. There are clouds and water fell from the sky. I'm so happy. I live in the Pacific Northwest for a reason, and that reason is rain. Which is funny considering when I moved here I absolutely despised the rain. But it grows on you like a mold. Anyhow, I'm very excited that it's raining today and not blisteringly hot. However, when the sun comes out a little bit later, I'm probably not going to be so happy because it's going to be humid. There we go. Humid. I was going to say some other words, but no, we're going to try and be polite today. All right, I'm drinking a nice cup of tea today. Drank half of it while getting ready for the filming, but you know, that's fine. All right, I have started something. You might notice in the background that my background is slightly different than it has been in the past. There seems to be many holes in my backdrop, and that would be because I'm reorganizing my craft room. And you don't want to see what's in front of me or to the side of me. It's a disaster in here. Let me just say that. Absolute disaster in here. However, I am starting to reorganize and make it so it will be less of a disaster, which, you know, everybody needs less of a disaster, especially in their crafting area. However, in all of this moving and planning and thinking and organizing, I decided that the best thing for me to do would be to create a spreadsheet. Okay, I got the guy to create the spreadsheet because he's much better at them than I am. To create a spreadsheet so that I could inventory all of my yarn. All of it. This is going to take a while, but when it's done, I will be very, very happy. So, hi Stella. You can't rub on the, remember the rule, remember the rule. She's not remembering the rule. All right, I'm not exactly sure where I cut things off because of the cat, but hopefully before she not just really bumped the tripod, but practically knocked it over. Yeah, none of you need to deal with that. So, we're back. I was discussing inventorying my yarn. My partner, he set up a spreadsheet for me so that I could inventory it all. And it's going to take me forever, but I'm going to be very happy once it's done. And yeah, it's really fun. I mean, the end result will be really fun. The process of doing all the data entry, less fun. Definitely less fun. However, he added a little spreadsheet magic and decided it'd be amusing to find out how many miles of yarn I have. Yeah, the jokes have been, how many times will I get to go to the moon? Will I make it to Mars? Yeah. Find out later. Now, let's get to the fun parts. What have I finished in the past 2 weeks? Well, first, I can show you an old finish. My mystery sock. Yep, there was the project. My mystery knit that I was doing as a gift. The recipient has received the gift, so I can show them here, and I do believe I took a picture. So if I took a picture, hopefully you just saw it. Those would be the Snow Forest. Couldn't remember. Those would be the Snow Forest socks by Kay Jones, and I used Farmer's Daughters Fibers yarns, one of their sock sets, and I loved it. It just was a really great combination of colors and pattern. It was beautiful. The recipient liked it. So yay. Granted, she can't wear them yet because it's too hot where she is, but socks last. Socks last. So she can wear them later. So, finished that. I have one other finished object in the knitting realm, and they're hiding right back here, because you can see them behind me. These are another pair of socks that I've had on the go for a while. Another pair of socks that were Farmer Daughters Fibers sock set. I don't remember which one. I think it was like confetti. I don't remember. Anyhow, this is the Fairy Wings socks, again by Kay Jones. And I like the Farmer's Daughters Fibers Sock Squad Yarn Club because they give you a coordinating mini. I mean, look at that blue. That blue is right in here. So it just looks so nice. I did finish both of the socks. Since they are lace, they look a little funky on here, and I didn't block them. And we all know lace looks better after you block it. But I haven't bothered yet because they're socks. I do not know what I'm going to do with these socks. They're really not my color. That was kind of why I was making them though, because they weren't in my color, and I was like, hey, I can make some socks that are really kind of fun, but not in my color. But now I don't know what I'm going to do with them. But that's okay, because I have another pair of socks done, which is fantastic. I'll just kind of hang it right back up there, because that's fine. And that is all of my finishes. I'm really close on a couple of other things, but I didn't get there. I've been a little distracted. We'll get to that later. I've been a little distracted. So let's get to whips. Whips. Yes, whips. I have several. It's so exciting. Let me empty my bag here. So exciting. So many whips. Okay. So in the knitting world, I only have one whip. Oh my goodness, I have more in here than I thought. In the knitting world, I really only have one whip because I am determined to finish this thing. This is my Salty Air Tea by, I forgot the person's name again, and I literally just looked it up before I started filming. I will put it here. Anyway, this is the Salty Air Tea. And I am on the ribbing. I am on the ribbing on the bottom, and the sleeves barely count. You like pick up, you decrease, you knit a little bit, you do a ribbing, and you bind off. Like, they're tiny, tiny sleeves. It's going to be fantastic. I'm hoping I can finish this today and then block it. So this is my Salty Air Tea. I was here last time I showed it, so I've done all this body, and as you can see, I'm on the ribbing. I'm on the ribbing. But it got too late for me to finish last night because tired and sleep needed to happen, so I went to bed. And I will be finishing this today while editing. So I am about halfway through. Yeah, about halfway through the ribbing on the bottom. They said put about 1 inch of ribbing on. And this is using Hazel Knits Artisan Sock in the colorway Plume. So good. I have this on my Knit Pricks Meditation needles. I think that's what they're called. They're the ones with the stupid sayings. These ones are telling me to breathe. I really do like the tips though. They're fantastic. Sharp without being too sharp. And then I have these adorable little needlepoint protectors because they're cute. And here's my beginning of row marker, which is this adorable panda. And you saw my where I was marker, which is this adorable sloth. Those are from the Corner of Craft. She does the most adorable beaded stitch markers. I mean, I know I've showed this one before, but look at that sloth face. Isn't that just adorable? Oh, I love it. I realized that some of the knitting here looks a little jank, and that would be because this is recycled yarn. And by recycled, I mean frogged out of an old project, not rewashed, and then knit into an object. not exactly how you're supposed to. You're always supposed to rewash the yarn, get all the kinks out so it doesn't look like ramen. And I went, I don't want to do that. I want to start knitting now. And so I did. But it'll all block out. It'll be great. And, sorry. That's my, and I need to weave in. Oh, so good. This is going to be so great. I mean, oh, yeah, it's going to be lovely. So lovely. I cannot wait. I want this done. So I've been spending a lot of time on it. And yeah, I am super excited to get this one finished. It is living in my Tanny Casey bag with the gorgeous peacock. Love this bag. So that is really my only knitting project. Current knitting project. I will say, cleaning this up, I found a couple other whips. I know, shocking. But honestly, a couple of them did shock me. I was like, what is this? One of them, I took off the needles and threw away. I didn't even want to deal with recovering the yarn. It was a bunch of scraps that I was making some sort of scarf with or shawl. And I was just like, nope. There wasn't much on it. Not worth recovering. Into the trash it went. What can I say? I'm getting cruel in my old age. Right, so that was all of my knitting. So let's get into the cross stitch, of which there was a lot just kind of laying all around. What is in here? Oh, that's a new start. We'll get to that. Yeah, I have new starts. Yes, that was plural. Yes, I know I was doing this whole thing where I was just going to work on my whips and have a rotation and do, yeah, that didn't last. Oh well. All right, so the beginning of the month, there was a release of Modern Folk Embroidery's Stitch Along. Yearly Stitch Along, and it is living in my Garon Tutton Washington bag. And I am all the way through August now, which means next month I can cut it off this giant piece of yard of fabric. I know, it'll be amazing. Anyhow, let's show it off. This is, oh, so pretty. This is the Stitch Along from Modern Folk Embroidery for the year. And I have finished through August, which is this side. And I love it. I love it. There is, I have no clue what I'm showing you. There we go. There it goes. Oh, so pretty. I am using Ymir's silks in the, or almond M&Ms, silks in the colorway Raven, and this is on a 40 count Tempting Tangles by Sassy Fabby's I No Longer Think She Is Dying. Isn't that just gorgeous? Gorgeous. I love it. And yes, Modern Folk Embroidery. Anyhow, eventually, next month, I'll be able to take it off. This very, very, very oversized piece of fabric, which will be fantastic. I haven't really minded too much. I have plenty of fabric, but oh, there's a lot on there. Anyhow, I am enjoying this piece. I am loving the fact that, at least so far, I'm staying up to date on it. That cannot be said of every sal I am in, but it is at least true for this one, through August at least. And I'm enjoying the stitching of it. I get excited every beginning of the month because that means a new part is out and I can get it done, and it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I love it. So there is that. My next piece is living in a Little Bit 88 bag, all nice and spooky. This is my Supernatural Stitch Along, which I was 3 weeks behind with, 4 if you count the week off. Yeah, I cannot get behind on this one again because that took a lot of time, it seemed, to get back on track. But I am. This is using 40 Count Peanut by Bestitch Me. I am using all the called for DMCs, and ta-da! As you can see, I still have done no more work on the border, but I have now finished the Banshee, which I just love. I love that Banshee. There's something about that Banshee that just makes me smile. And then we have the Changeling. Okay, he's adorable too. And then my zombie. It's a Smoby. Right. These, I love these. I love these. I really do. And much like when I did the cryptids, and I was all, I need a kraken. I need a goblin and a gargoyle on this one. Come on, goblins and gargoyles need to happen on here. They really, really do. So I'm hoping I get a goblin and a gargoyle, and the goblin should be on the last row. Just saying. We'll see. We'll see what I get. Right. I think I've given you all the pertinent information on this. I did, a friend of mine did rechart the words because supernatural is not a noun. So, bet this more. It's linguistics. And then I have this lovely needle minder, which I felt was very appropriate for the piece. And again, I will hold it back here. And I just adore this piece. I love the Witchy Stitcher. Fantastic. And if I stay up to date, that'll help. I'm figuring that this Friday, this piece will come out, and that will let me know if I actually did center this correctly, and if so, I can get the other half of the top border done and then start going down and finishing up that right side border. Yes, right side when looking at it. Everything's reversed for me, but not for you. It gets very confusing, and my brain cannot handle it. Anyhow, right now, I think my favorite is the Banshee. I don't know. Just loved the Banshee. Back up to date on this Sal now. Thank goodness. Because, 3 of those cryptids, tried to get it done over the weekend. Yeah, didn't quite make it. Didn't quite make it. Finished the zombie yesterday. But I did get back up to date. And now I just need to stay up to date. I did with cryptids. I need to with this one as well. We will not speak of my other stitch-alongs that I am behind on, like my temperature Sal. Yep. Haven't seen that one in a while, have we? No, we haven't. Yeah. Way behind on that, and it has the year on it. I really should get back to that one. Right. What else do we have? We have my Bayeux cat. I did some more on it because I really like this one. And I'm just storing it in the box at this point. It doesn't even get a pretty bag anymore because it's got a pretty box, I guess. Apologies. I guess it's getting warm enough that the fan decided to come on. I am using the kit, obviously, because I have the kit. And here it is so far. Oh my gosh. I might have a before picture. If I have before pictures, I will have been putting them in. I'm trying this now. We'll see how it goes. I think I have a before picture of this. I need to remember that I'm trying that. Anyhow, this is where I am now. I have done so much on this one since the last time you saw it. Hopefully, if I did take a before picture, you will have seen it. I have finished up the cat. I finished everything around it, except I am now working on the bottom, where you're going to have this whole pattern going under the trees, and then under that you will have a bunch of mice. I love it. I absolutely love it. The colors are so pretty. Oh, it's getting so blown out right now. There we go. That's a little better. Ah, so good. It is so good. Ah, I am in love. And I just love the details. This right here, oh, it's so pretty. And the houses. Ah, okay. I'm really liking this piece. Woo! I went very white there for a second. Yeah. Loving Bayou Cat. Just pretty. And that is all of my whips. Now we have 2 new starts. One is because of WhipGo. So that's not too bad, right? So we'll start with that one. It's living in this bag because it's wintry. It's a wintry cold bag, which makes sense because living in here is Ruskin's penguins. And since it's a new start, there is no before picture, and I started doing 25/7 again. It worked for a little while, really enjoyed it, liked the progress I was making, so I'm trying it again. There was a Facebook page that started which was called 25/7, so I'm trying it again. And so this is my new 25/7 piece, which is only being worked on 25 minutes a day, 7 days a week. I am using, Scotsman, 40 count Scotsman by Bestitch Me, the called for Leo and Roxy flosses, and this is a chart by Modern Folk Embroidery. And if you haven't seen it before, I will show you the chart in just a second, but if you haven't seen it before, you're not watching me. You're not watching flosstube because this is popular, because it's gorgeous. And so there it is, and it's not very big. It is not very big at all. So I am hoping that this will not take too horrible long. This is just, like I said, being done 25 minutes a day, 7 days a week, and I started this on August 1st. So this, and I haven't done it today, so this is, what is the date? This is 8 days worth. This is 8 days worth of progress, and I already have a good chunk of that top border, or at least the black of it. Oh, so nice. And I had to do it on blue. I had to. I had like 6 different blues out trying to figure out which one I wanted to do, and I decided on this one. Ah, yes. So, if you have not somehow seen Ruskin's penguins before, seems unlikely. There's not many people who watch me. So, I'm doubtful that you haven't seen it. Anyhow, Ruskin's penguins. One can't be angry when one looks at a penguin. And it's just the sweetest, but I'm doing it on blue. Love it. And so, with starting that, I have all of my WhipGo goals done for the month. I got ahead on several. I think there's 3 that I haven't done yet. So I'm feeling pretty good about my WhipGo right now. I think I might have to change it for next year so it's a little harder reach. But I'm feeling pretty good about it this year. We'll see what happens for next year. I'm already starting to think about next year's goals. And then I started another project because Emily C. from Eclectic Possessions, the woman who does the Duck Derby thing, fantastic, beautiful, lovely work she does. I was watching her flosstube the other week and she said something about starting a mind independent and free by Carriage House Samplings on, I think it was last weekend. And I said, I have that. I want to start that. I will happily start it with you. And so I did. So I introduced myself into her cell. I said, I'm joining you. You don't get a say. But she is sweet, and I think she's okay with it. She got me to start something. I mean, that's why we do these, right? Anyhow, she's much farther along than I am because I only did it the one day. I will get back to it. I'll let you know on plans when I'm getting back to it. Anyway, this is A Mind Independent and Free. It is a very long sampler. And it says, let's see if I can read. No glory I covet, no riches I want. Ambition and beauty are nothing to me. The one thing I beg of good heaven above to grant, the one thing I beg of good heaven to grant, there we go, is a mind independent and free. Now, I'm not a religious person, but I'm still going to keep that in there because I think that, yeah, all of us should have a mind independent and free. Anyhow, this is living in a bag that I made years ago. Spiders on the outside, bats on the inside. I made 4 of these bags. 2 have spiders on the outside, bats on the inside, and 2 have bats on the outside and spiders on the inside. Anyhow, I am using a bunch of Vicky Clayton silks. I bought them years and years and years and years and years ago when I originally wanted to start this, and then never started it. So here are the silks. They're very pretty. I do not have the black on a floss tag because it is a spool of black. So not a lot of colors, as you can see. They're silks, so they're very soft and fantastic. And I am using a fabric. I don't know what it is. I think it's about a 37 count, 35 count, somewhere in there. Unknown dyer. Could be Vicky Clayton when she was dyeing fabric. Not sure. Anyhow, this is where I start. There's where I am. So I have A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And that is where she stopped. Oh, so pretty. And when I first saw this pattern, I thought that these were going to be eyelets. I was like, oh gosh, eyelets. So many eyelets. Eyelet alphabets. They're always very pretty, but it's not. It's just crosses. Just crosses. Technically, that's a lie. I am doing one other thing that I started doing a little while ago. I started crocheting granny squares. So I have a bunch of little granny squares that I'm making out of some of my minis. I work on one every day for a few minutes. Sometimes it takes me one day, sometimes it takes me 3 days to finish a square. And this square is with a slightly thicker fingering weight yarn, and so since I'm using minis, I only have so much yarn. It's not the same size as this one, so I have to be better at looking at not doing a thick one. Aren't they pretty? So I have this cute little stack. This cute little stack. I love it. And when I am done with a whole bunch of them, because this is just to, I don't know, keep my brain busy. When I am done with a whole bunch of them, I am going to figure out how to connect them together with black and have a gorgeous, gorgeous, stained glassy like Afghan, and it'll make me happy. But I'm liking using my row 1 minis, is what I've been using, my little 10-gram minis, because I use up almost the entirety of the mini to make one of these, which is why I was doing it, and I love that. I love that so much, because my other scrappy blankets, they only use a portion of the 10-gram mini, and then you have half a 10-gram mini left over, and anyhow, I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun with it. Can't use the thicker ones because this only has 8 rounds and my other ones have 9 rounds. And this is the extent of my crochet ability, by the way. Right here. But I have plans to do another crochet blanket because, you know, it was blistering hot out, so what did I want to do? I wanted to start crocheting a bunch of blankets. At least these were small, because this is what I was doing when it was really hot out, because I didn't want anything on me, but I still wanted to play with fiber. Okay, now we are done with whips. I'd forgotten about that one. So now we're going to get into stash. Oh, and I have stash. I do have stash. So let's start with the easy one. I got my woodpecker. He's so cute. I love this little woodpecker. He's adorable. I am very much enjoying the Year in the Woods releases. I'm on an auto ship. And yeah, I have not yet seen what's coming out for September. Can't wait till I do, but I love the woodpecker. I think he's fun. So there's that. I then bought a yard of Dusty Road by Seraphim Fabrics. And I need to take it out of this bag because I don't like leaving my fabrics in plastic. It's not good for them. So this is Dusty Road, and I got an entire yard of it, and it is a gorgeous, gorgeous color. Look at that. Nom, 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 nom. Lovely. I got this for, it's over there, for when I start His Eye Was on the Sparrow. And I got a whole yard because I'm hoping I can fit both His Eye Was on the Sparrow and Consider the Lilies on the same fabric. And that is my plan. And I thought this would work very well for both of them. And Seraphim does a lovely fabric. Let me open up just a little bit more to show all the grunginess. Look at the grunginess. Ah, sorry. Had to show the grunginess. Yeah. So I got that. Oh, there's gonna be so many crinkles. It's gonna be terrible. I have, yet again, because I didn't bother taking it out, I have my Bestitch Me fabric of the month. This one is Morning Fog. I get 40 count. The Dusty Road was also 40 count. And look at that. Oh, that's so pretty. It is a very, ooh, that's a lot better. It's a bluey gray, but it's showing up a lot more gray than it actually is. It is much more blue than it's showing. And it is pretty. Oh, so pretty. Kind of wish it was as gray as it was showing because I need this color that's showing on my screen. One that's a little less blue. Oh well. It's a beautiful color. So lovely. I love, oh, sorry, the fiber on my nose because, you know, fiber in the house. I love Bestitch Me fabrics. They make me so happy. I have my Leo and Roxy flosses. My floss ring is living up there now. Let me take them out. So many crinkles. So many crinkles. All the crinkles. Crinkles for days. All right. So I get the neutrals and I get the brights. We will start with the neutrals today. We have washed denim. Ooh, that's a good one. Washed denim. Pebble Beach. Ooh, I like that. Common Currency. Ooh, it's like a shiny penny. Yes, Yam. Seriously, that's what it says. Instead of yes, ma'am, yes, Yam. And Brazen. Oh, that's a, ooh. I wonder if this could be a good substitute for the Grecian gold that is impossible to find. I will have to compare. Anyhow, we all know. Gentle arts, not so easy to find right now. And then we have our brights. We have Jaded. Oh, pretty. We have Don't Be Blue, which is a lovely, very lovely. Kind of similar to the Morning Fog color that I just showed. A little grayer. Strawberry Taffy. Don't Be Jelly. Oh, that one's pretty. It's got some great variegation in it. And then, You're My Jam. So pretty. So we have, look at those lovelies. Just freaking gorgeous. Absolutely loving Leo and Roxy flosses. I also have my Row 1 minis for this month. Row 1 minis. If you're into minis, you should totally get some. This is, I forgot the dyer's name. It has something to do with wine, and they're from like Walla Walla, Washington. Pearls Before Wine. That was it. And Walla Walla, Washington. So this is Pearls Before Wine, which is hilarious because this is the stitch marker they put in. Oh, focus. It's a wine barrel. The people who do Rowan minis. Freaking genius. Freaking genius. So let's look at all of the pretties. We have filler flowers. We have, ooh, Storm. That's gorgeous. We have Dirty Chai. Never make me a dirty chai. Do not put coffee in my chai. Insulting. Anyway, Dirty Chai is a cute, beautiful color though. My husband likes dirty chai on occasion. The guy does. No. Bellinis at brunch. Lavender latte. It's pretty. Viognier. Oat milk latte. Ooh, that's pretty. That would make a really nice hat. The color, it's gorgeous. Nice neutral. The spruce goose. That's cute. Bridgerton House. And Out of the Woods. Very lovely. I think I'm going to make these into these this month. Well, maybe not all of them this month, but I'm going to start in on it. I do believe, because I think those are going to be very pretty in there. And then at work, oh, before I get to the work ones, before I get to my work choices, I did get my Farmer's Daughters Fibers one for the month, and it's gorgeous. This is on their Bear Paw sock, which is the Superwash Merino Yak Nylon. And this is August's. Sweet Salish is what it's called. Look at this color. Just look at it. Look at it and glory in the beauty that is this color. Oh my golly. This is freaking beautiful. I am definitely doing sock squat again next year. I think it might. I know. Oh, I love that color. That is the color. Like this is true. This is true. It is really this gorgeousness. Love. Anyway, and then I was at work, and one of my coworkers. Well, I fell down the buying yarn at work rabbit hole yet again, and I need to stop doing that. So I bought these two from Dye House Yarns. It's Serial Knitter Underground. They're Dye House yarns. This one is Mustache, and look at the colors that are in this one. It's just like an oil slick. It is so pretty. You've got these scummy greens and this purple. Oh. And then this one is a one of a kind, so she can't make it again, but I had to get it because it's called Miniature Exploding Vampire. I like that it's a miniature one. There's pops of red and all this. Oh, love. Had to. And then I also bought from Lyrical Fibers this one, which is called All Along the Watchtower. And look at those blues. This is so pretty. And this dyer, she's fun. She always adds this little stitch marker. Musical notes. I just think that's cute. So I have the All Along the Watchtower colorway. And this will make, oh, I'm not sure. I'm tempted to turn this into a sockhead hat or maybe some socks. But, oh, it's really soft. It's, what is it? A 75-25. Superwash Merino Nylon. So probably a hat with the way it feels, because I prefer BFL if I'm putting it on my feet. It's just a stronger. Stronger fiber works better. Oh, I probably should tell you what these two are. These are both 80/20 merino nylon. So yeah, the other day I walked out of work with these. Ooh. They go nice together. They aren't going to go together, but they go very nicely together, don't they? It's like I have a palette that I like. Not that you can tell up here because I have all this pink that's just screaming at me and I need to get rid of. I just can't do pink anymore. And that's red. That's a red, not a pink. People. That's pink. That's pink. I'm over pink right now. All right, so then I bought 2 more project bags because I keep starting things and I need new project bags. I bought this one. These are both from Goose. I bought this one because fireflies in jars. That's so sweet. And then obnoxious trash pandas, but they're sweet. And foxes, and a bear, and a skunk. Do you see the skunk? I don't know if I can show you the skunk. There's a skunk. Anyhow, I thought this was just super sweet, and it needs some sort of nighttime project in it. And I don't know which one, but yeah. Once I get everything organized, I'm actually going to see about putting my works in progress in appropriate bags. Who am I? Wouldn't that be delightful? Just, that'd be fun. I don't do that yet, and it won't work completely, but I really want to. So I'm working my way that direction. And then I got this one, which is, I had to. It's Anne of Green Gables. So the back is kind of not really hugely my thing. I mean, it's pretty colors, and it's a hummingbird. Yeah, it's a hummingbird and a bird and a, could be just a normal bird, not a hummingbird, but yeah, whatever. But then inside it's lines from Anne of Green Gables, and then it's literally Anne of Green Gables. And I loved Anne of Green Gables when I was a kid. So I had to when I saw it. I was like, ah, purchase! Didn't need it. And then I decided to buy my very first Hide and Hammer bag. Yeah, the big one. Oh. So these are amazing. They're new, so it's hard to deal with. Can we do it? Can we? Well, I'll deal with that later. So, Hide and Hammer bags. Giant bag. Like, my entire arm fits in this bag. But you can also roll it down. Tighten this. You got a handle. Yeah. They were doing a sale on them, and so I went, I've always wanted one, and it's nice and yeah. So I bought one, and it's good. It's as good as I was hoping it would be. And now I just have to get my cat to not pee on it like my cat did on a bunch of my other knitting bags. Because she's mad at the kid moving out, and so she voiced her displeasure in his bedroom, which is also my craft room. That is not what started this. This was already planned, but that encouraged my quickness of starting. Had to clean up quite a bit, and now I need to figure out how to get cat pee out of a suede knitting bag. Yeah. So this is the Hide and Hammer 03, or number 3, and I got it undone. But since it's leather, it takes a little bit of oomph. Anyhow, I am excited to have this bag, and I don't know yet what's gonna go in it, but something pretty, something lovely, something likely soon, even though I shouldn't start anything. That is luckily all my stash. So now let's get on to plans. Well, you heard some of them. I'm gonna start using this brand new Row 1 mini bag to make a bunch more of these. That'll be exciting. I have my 25/7 project, which I'm keeping up on, my Ruskin's Penguins. I will be keeping up on it. I have my Salty Air tea, which will be finished by the time I film next. You heard it here, people. It will be finished. And then, I think, stitching-wise, I am going to work on Bayou Cat and finish it, because it's really close. And after I finish Bayou Cat, I think I'm going to pick up my Jeanette Douglas Seasons by the Sea and finish Seasons by the Sea, so that I can have that one finished. Woo, yeah, these are my plans. Stitching-wise, after I finish Salty Air, I probably should not start the Bennett Sisters shawl, which is what I really want to do, but I probably shouldn't. I probably should finish one of my many objects over there, or finish my As You Wish shawl. Yeah, that's the one it should be. And then I have like 3 pairs of socks that I'm working on, so I'll just have a sock on the go, just for kicks and giggles, because it's easy to pick. I am starting to make plans for not September. I'm just skipping September. Evidently for September, I'm just going to continue doing whatever it is I'm doing. Maybe I'll pick up a sampler because it's sampler September, but yeah, I'm not really thinking about plans for September yet. I mean, it's only the 9th of August, but still. I'm just ignoring September and starting to make plans for October. I want to stitch all Halloween, all October. So I have Thriller by, I forget who is the designer, but I have that one already started, so that's already one on the go, so I can just work more on it. I have The Collectors by Autumn Lane Stitchery. I can work more on that. I think I'm going to start The Rooks by, I'm looking over there because that's where it's sitting right now, Owl Forest Embroidery. So I think I'm going to start The Rooks. And I think I'm going to start, this is all October plans, people. Because I like Halloween and I like fall and I like October and I want it to be now instead of all this summer stuff that we keep dealing with. Nevermore by Leela's Studio. That was another one that I wanted to start. And Wicked Plants by Barbara Anna Designs. So that's what I'm going to work on in October, you know, 2 months from now. Wah-wah. And I'm starting to think of plans for the end of the year and starting to piece together ideas of what I want to do next year. But that's way out plans, and you know how great I am at following through on my own plans. Not at all, not at all, not at all. Got no column today, by the way, in case you hadn't noticed. I finished my tea. So right, those are my plans for this next week, is to finish my Salty Air and yeah, I already discussed all that. So life, it's been hot. I haven't liked it. It's not fun and I don't enjoy it. And I already told you about how it hit rain this morning and there's still clouds outside and it makes me happier than it should. It makes me really, really happy. I want fall. I know it's barely August, but I still want it. Can't help myself. Other life things. It's technically sort of a plan. And I signed up for Jacob Palooza, the retreat. I'm doing the second weekend. I know everybody keeps talking, oh, I'm going to the first, I'm going to the first. Yeah, I'm going to the second. Join me, join me. I mean, you get to meet Jacob. He has no clue who I am, but I'm obviously a fangirl because I have so many of his projects. Ooh, he has that Poe project. I could do that one in October too. So yeah. Narrow down my plans for October. I really need to. Anyhow, I did sign up for the second week of Jacob Palooza, and I'm very much looking forward to it, which will happen in October 2023. But I can start looking forward to it now, and I am. I decided to do the giant Frisian sampler because it's a sampler that was started by a mother and finished by the daughter, and that's really awesome, and it looked really pretty, and I literally really liked it. So that's the one I chose. Right. Other life things. I'm obviously a little hyper today. I apologize, but it is what it is. You get what you get. I probably should have welcomed people to the channel. I totally forgot to do that. Oops. Sorry. If you're new here, I don't know how you found me because I have like 10 watchers. Okay, that's I am under exaggerating. I'm a very small group here. And if you found me, yay, I hope you like what you found. If you did, click the subscribe button and join us. It'll be great. There's coffee and tea in the fridge, some water, some ciders. It's delicious in there. It really is. Ooh, I need to, sorry. Squirrel. That is my brain right now. And if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. You can tell I'm a little today, and I don't know why. Right. Life stuff. That's that. Not much else is going on. The kid came over for dinner. He's been coming over once a week, so that's fantastic because I miss him. He's going to stop by today because he picked up a lot of books. Or ordered several books, and they're getting delivered here. And so he's going to come back again today to pick them up. He'll probably, you know, do a drive-by. Thanks for the books. Bye! Yeah, they're all on the psychology of sports. He's a climbing instructor, so teaching people how to climb and how to do the things, and pretty awesome. Yeah, working, buying yarn. Really don't need to. Which I think once I inventory all of my yarn, I'll be like, yeah, I really never want to buy another piece of yarn ever again. It is making me want to start a lot of things though, which is not helpful. Granted, one of the things I want to start is the Sanderson sweater, which is fingering weight, or is it DK weight, held with mohair. That ain't happening in this temperature, not even today's temperature, and it's a lot cooler today than it has been. I am not holding mohair with anything. No. But yeah. And then I'm going to play in my cross-stitch stash, which is also a disaster because craft room organization, everything's everywhere. I need to find a better way of storing my projects. And storing my charts. It's exploding and it's not great, and I need to fix things. So I was like, what is that project? Yeah, I need better organization, which is why I'm doing all of this, and there will be better organization. But yeah, not much going on with life because I don't really have one, which is fine. I don't want to leave my house. There's people out there. Don't want to. I'd rather stay home and stitch and knit and watch all of you have lives and stitch and knit because I've been enjoying a lot of YouTube and watching the Sandman, enjoying Sandman. I think they did a decent job with taking it from the graphic novel into what they did. I've only finished three of the episodes so far. But I am enjoying it. I think they've done a delightful job. Absolutely adoring Lucienne. She's great. And I can't wait to see the next episode. I think I'll watch episode 4 today. This evening. With the guy. After dinner. Or during dinner. One or the other. I'm piecing it out slowly because I'm enjoying it. And if you binge it, then you're done and you don't have it anymore and you have to watch something else or find something else. And so I'm taking it slowly in tiny little nibbles instead of giant chomps because I'm enjoying it. And I'm reading this handful of books. Yeah, just life is life. Not doing all that much. Because again, there's people out there. Do we want people I don't want to people. Right. I am getting a little off now, so I will let you all go. I will edit this. I will finish my salty air. Oh, I just hit myself in the face with the stupid handle. I'm going to finish my salty air today, so I'm going to work on that while I edit and upload and do all the things. And yes, I think we are good. I will be back in 2 weeks, which should still be this month. Let me double check. I honestly don't remember. I'm gonna look at my phone real quick. No, I don't want your help. Bless me. Yes. In fact, it will still be August when I film next. It's only the 9th, Lee. 14 days. Come on. Gnats. Not a fan of it. Well, I am a fan of it because it's a great thing, but evidently I'm really bad at it. All right. So I will see you in 2 weeks, where it will still be August, and we will see what all I've finished. And sorry, the cat's outside crying at me because I locked her out. And we'll see what else I've started. And hopefully the only things that will have arrived in my house stash-wise will be things that are from clubs or that I've already ordered, because I did put an order in for some threads for a project that I've already started that I'm running out of threads on. So that doesn't count as stash. That's completion of project, not stash. Well, hopefully, the only things that will arrive are club things. Right. So, on that note, I will let you all go. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope all of you are happy as you can be, as healthy as you can be, and that your gauge matches and your gauge is accurate and that your borders meet. That is what I really hope for you. May your gauge be accurate and your borders meet. I will see you all in 2 weeks. Have a wonderful time. So long all. Bye-bye.